This past weekend was jam-packed with news and announcements regarding JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Hirohiko Araki, and David Production, which is always exciting for us fans of the series seeing new content coming from both the mangaka and animation studio. So starting with the biggest announcement that I'm sure most of you have already seen on social media within the past few days, and that is the new Rohan OVA, of course being made by David Production, announced with release dates, screenshots, and all. So the new OVA is going to be adapting the second episode of Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe, Mutsukabe Hill, which is in similar length and subject matter to the already adapted Millionaire Village, beginning with Rohan looking for inspiration for a new one-shot, and upon research gets caught up in an urban legend becoming reality. The OVA is set to release on July 19th this year, a very similar release date to last year's OVA, which is leading to the idea that these Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe DVDs could possibly be annual summer releases, but it could just as well be a coincidence. So in order to get your hands on this OVA physically when it releases, unlike last year having to own all of the Diamond is Unbreakable Blu-rays, all you need to do is purchase the Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe Episode 2 manga re-release before May 19th this year, and then in July you will receive the one-shot bundled with the OVA DVD, both being the same material in manga and anime form, which is a pretty cool bundle. So this is definitely more accessible to the Japanese audience to receive physically, but not impossible for fans in the West. And of course, in time it will be very accessible. For example, you can easily watch the first Rohan OVA right here on YouTube, which is about as accessible as it gets. And of course, with this announcement, we have some screenshots of the project that should look familiar if you have read episode 2 before, containing major characters and iconic moments. And the animation style is definitely more similar to the first OVA, considering the source material was released in 2007, around the middle of Steel Ball Run's run, so they can be considered roughly the same art style. And that is the first bit of news regarding David Production. It's always exciting seeing new JoJo anime content, even if it is just another episode of Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe and not Golden Wind, because something is better than nothing. And just based on an educated inference, I do not believe that David Production animating one 20 to 30 minute episode of Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe a year is interfering with their decision to animate the entirety of Part 5 or postponing its production in any way. And it kind of makes my blood boil when I see people angry at these OVAs or blame them for not having a Part 5. That just seems extremely unreasonable and unlikely. So other than a new OVA being announced, there is also news that a brand new episode of Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe is going to be running in Shonen Jump this month on the 26th, which Araki most likely made last month considering JoJoLands' January hiatus. This will be Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe episode 10 titled The Run, and we have a bit of a preview of the story from Araki's official Twitter. The Microsoft translations aren't perfect, but it comes out as, "What is the secret of the man Rohan met at the gym? Don't miss the most physical grotesque in the history of the series." So that is something to look forward to later this month. But that's about it for the recent JoJo news, other than a Jotaro Nendoroid being announced, but for the most part, a lot of Rohan-based content coming soon. I swear, I'm just gonna start referring to Rohan as a main JoJo. I mean, if you combine all of the episodes of Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe, it's probably as long as parts 1 or 2. And within the past year, the episodes have been releasing pretty consistently. So I'm sure that this news is going to be taken pretty negatively from those that only care about a Part 5 anime, but like I implied in my video about the Golden Wind trademarks, let's not make the lack of a Part 5 anime create negativity within the community, when there is so much more to look forward to and enjoy if you have only watched the anime or are not fully caught up to the manga. From my point of view, yes, a Part 5 anime would be great and I'd be extremely excited if it was announced, but it's not the most important thing the series has to offer, because I've already read the story. For me, I'm more excited reading the climax of the series' current part unfold every month alongside the rest of the world, something I myself and a very large majority of you have yet to experience. So what I'm getting at is read the manga, because I'm sure it's an agonizing wait for those of you that really enjoy the series but are stuck at Part 4. Once you read the other half, actually more than half, parts 5 through 8 make up probably 60 to 70% of the entire series, the wait for Part 5 won't feel so bad. And by the time you get caught up, you'll probably be looking more forward to the new chapters coming out every month than just watching what you've already read. And I hope no one interpreted that as me saying I don't want a Part 5 anime or that we shouldn't be excited for it, or even that I hate people that are asking for a Part 5 anime. That's not the case. I want a Part 5 anime just as much as you guys do, trust me. It would do a lot of great things for the community, especially in the West. It would get people talking about it again, it will grow popularity, but the anime isn't necessary because it is an ongoing manga that is coming out every single month that is in serialization, and I feel like a lot of people don't realize that. And think just because the anime stopped, the manga died, which doesn't make any sense. Sorry, I had to get that little rant out. So thank you all for watching this video about the new Rohan news, which is very exciting, as well as me rambling about part 5 for the last minute there. Hopefully you guys are excited for the new OVA this summer, and possibly new OVAs of Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe every year if this trend continues, and a new one-shot that is supposedly the most grotesque story in this series yet coming this month. Let me know what you guys are most excited for. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Subscribe for more videos, and just have a good day, guys. I really appreciate you all watching.